Good afternoon and many thanks for joining us. This is News Analysis coming to you live on Politics and Business Television Abuja. My name is Bulus Joanna Ray. The top stories. Rivers emergency rule. FG deploys 10,000 troops against vandals as opposition NLC protest. NJC dismisses reports of Nnamdi Kanu's release repatriation. The police confirms 6 dead and 14 vehicles burnt in Abuja explosion. Naira appreciates to 1,530.52 per dollar at official window. And on the foreign scene, Egypt expands cooperation with UN in agriculture. Details coming up shortly. Stay with us. The federal government has deployed 10,000 Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps personnel to curb further attacks on oil pipelines against the backdrop of the blasted oil installations in Rivers State between Sunday and Tuesday. The NSCDC spokesperson, Afolabi Babawale, confirmed the deployment of anti-vandal operatives to the media on Wednesday, stating that the operatives were tasked with protecting critical infrastructure and preventing pipeline vandalism, particularly in Niger Delta. Well, this came as opposition lawmakers and organized labor protested the imposition of emergency rule in Rivers State by President Bola Tinubu. Tinubu, in a national broadcast on Tuesday, announced the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy Professor Ngozi Udu, and the State Assembly members. He also nominated Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas as a state sole administrator. Nibas, who was sworn in at the Aso Villa on Wednesday, will administer the state for an initial period of 6 months. Meanwhile, the National Judicial Council has disclaimed reports that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has been released and repatriated back to Kenya. NJC, in a statement signed by its Deputy Director of Information, Kemi Ogenegbe, on Thursday in Abuja, emphasized that the purported report is a fabrication and a figment of the writer's imagination. The council clarified that while the release is attributed to Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, there is no court decision from her to substantiate the claim. Kanu is currently facing a 7-count terrorism charge brought against him by the federal government. And Kanu's trial, which was briefly stalled due to his demand for a change in his trial judge, is set to continue on Friday, March 21st, before Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. Well, in the meantime, police authorities in the Federal Capital Territory say 6 persons have died and 14 cars burnt following an explosion at the Cairo Bridge in the nation's capital. The incident on Wednesday along the Abuja-Nyanya Kefi sent panic among residents of the nation's capital. But in a statement hours after the incident, the spokesperson of the FCT Police Command, Josephine Ade, said the accident involved a trailer that lost control and crashed into a stationary vehicle trapped in traffic. According to her, with the intervention of the police, fire service personnel and security agencies, the inferno was contained and normal traffic flow was restored. Well, on business matters, at the close of trading on Wednesday, the Naira appreciated by 0.16% to 1,530.52 per dollar from 1,532.93 per dollar in the previous trading session on the Nigerian foreign exchange market. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria revealed. According to CBN data, the Naira traded as high as 1,545 per dollar and the lowest rate of 1,500 per dollar. And at the parallel markets, Canadian Stone Research said that the Naira remained unchanged at 1,585 per dollar, thus widening the spread for speculative traders. Analysts reported that the gap between official and parallel market rates has narrowed to about 3.07% from 3.40% at the beginning of the week. And although the naira depreciated slightly, analysts suggest that the market is stabilizing due to structural reforms and increased forex inflows. You're still watching PNB TV news analysis. We'll go on a short break and more news when we return. Welcome back, and now to foreign news. Egypt says it will increase its cooperation with the United Nations to enhance its agricultural sector. Ala Farouk, Egypt's Minister of Agriculture and Land Reclamation, disclosed this during a meeting with Elena Panova, the UN Residence Coordinator in Egypt. The Daily News Egypt reports that the meeting will discuss enhancing cooperation between the ministry and UN agencies working in the agricultural sector. And Farouk emphasized the importance of engaging both the Egyptian and African private sectors to boost trade, investment, and food security on the continent. Following the meeting, the two sides agreed to plan ministerial discussions with African countries under the leadership of the Egyptian Ministry of Agriculture. These meetings will bring together relevant UN agencies and private sector representatives from selected African countries. Well, that will be all for now. Many thanks for joining us. Do have a nice day.